Hi, everybody. Welcome to Terry TV. It's Friday, October 25th. Hi, how's it going? I still have my candy ready to go as Halloween gets closer and closer. Right, Mickey? Right. Anyway, isn't this cute? It's so sweet. You know, some of the sweetest gifts you get from Minio. This is from my friend Sharon. She brought me this bucket and has brought me great joy. It says Happy Halloween on the back. It's super cute. Um, I really do love it. I wanted to just mention a few things as you gear up for the Halloween weekend. If you're going to have a party, please be safe and I wish you all the best. It would be lovely if you posted what kind of costumes you're going to do, how you're celebrating. I know that Crazy Mike showed me some beautiful decorations of his home and how he was all spooky for Halloween. But I wanted to thank those of you who did the virtual class. Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun, very exciting. And also, I thought I'd share with you a spooky something that's very close to my heart. And you're going to be a little bit surprised, but it doesn't have anything to do with Disney. What? Many of you know that my career spans several areas. I did Ghostbusters and I did Captain EO, which is Disney, Country Bears, which is Disney, but I also did the Flintstones, which is Universal Picture. I did Dune, the 1984 Dune with David Lynch. So as we progress, I'll start to open up more and more of that to you as we do these videos, as we do this channel. One of the things that I'm about to do and may have already done, and the only reason I say that is because it's October. So my goal is to get posted soon, which is not yet, but posted soon, my career in 3 minutes on my about on my channel. So I encourage you to watch that and make notes of things you would like to see. And in the coming future, we'll talk about some of that if you'd like to. I have great behind the stories about many of the things I've done, things you have not heard of, and things you have heard of, like the very, very much beloved Michael Jackson story that I tell that you can see right here in my playlist here on YouTube. You can see it on my playlist here. And you can also very soon, we're going to also do some pumpkin sculpting tips and some other tips for you. So look for a little more creative content coming from me than just me yakking at you all the time. But as I said, to celebrate the spooky season that we all know and love, I want to talk about something that was very, very special for me. Last weekend, I did the Hollywood Autograph Show. The Hollywood Autograph Show is a show where they bring celebrities together and you sign photos that you have or photos that I have for you to collect with my signature on them. From Ghostbusters to the Foster Farms chickens to Disney things that I've done. All of those are laid out on a table, and when you come, you can buy the photos. But it also gave me the opportunity to not only be there and connect with many of you, it also allowed me to see some other celebrities there that I had worked with and hadn't seen since I'd worked with them. MC Gainey from the Country Bears, the bus driver. Um, uh, uh, Forgive me, Michael Bell, who I was 18 when I worked with him, and he's the parquet margarine butter voice. Butter, parquet, it's parquet. And I went to his house when I was 18, and I saw a plaque next to his entrance that said the house that Butter built. And I never forgot it. It actually helped shape a lot of the things that I wanted to do in my future and that I have done, thanks to Michael Bell. I also got to sit next to the amazing Tony Cox, which many of you know from Bad Santa, but I know from Captain EO. He played Hooter. He was the little elf in Bad Santa next to Billy Bob Thornton. It's really super cool. Brian Levant, who directed the Flintstones, of which we did 2 films together, he was there, talking about his new book based on the Flintstones, his collection of the Flintstones items, and how he got the Flintstones movie, which is a wonderful, fun story. So I got this opportunity, but it also allowed me to meet some people I've always admired. And the one that really sent me over the moon, you might be surprised to hear, is the artist of this book, Night Gallery. Night Gallery was one of my favorite series by Rod Serling. Yes, I love the Twilight Zone. Oh, let's scoot this out of the way. You don't need to see that little weird stuff. Okay, let's scoot this over. There we go. A series that was scary, eerie, chilling, a little bit of Halloween throughout the year. It's amazing. But as an artist, I started painting in 2020, and I continue to look for my style. No one to me has said their style in today's world like this man. This man who did these artworks were, which you saw in Sudden Impact with Clint Eastwood, you saw in Columbo series, and to me was just this phenomenal painter because it didn't matter where I saw the art, I knew that it was Tom's. So I'm going to open it up, and Tom Wright, this is his little brochure that shows you where you can go to his website and maybe get some prints of his work, of which I have to admit I bought one. But I wanted to share with you some of these amazing paintings that Tom had a hand in doing. He did like a lot of them. This, and so the pilot was done by a man named Jerry, and Jerry is from Germany, I think. I could be wrong. He might be from Prague. But in any case, the book tells you all about it. Let me just go back. I'm going to head a little bit so that I can. Here's a scene from one of the shows that we liked very much. But let me just flip through. Here he is. Here he is. Jerry Gerber. And Jerry was an amazing painter. And Jerry did the pilot paintings. So when I show you this painting, which is from part of the pilot series, because Night Gallery would do 2 or 3 stories. It just didn't do one story. It did 2 or 3. It was like a conglomeration of scary stories. It was a horror ghost story person's dream. And so he did this one, which is the pilot one, about a man who murders his father or grandfather or whatever. Doesn't matter. You need to watch it. And the paintings start to reveal that this man is coming back to knock on the door, and scariness ensues. Then we jump to here. This is Tom Wright. There's Tom today, and this is the man I met. And it was I've been looking for this man for a very long time. I've been wanting to meet up with this gentleman for a very long time. And he was sweet enough to sit and talk with me for about 20 minutes about his work and this series. So I was beside myself, but just take a look at some of this art. It's loose, it's creepy, it's scary, it's brilliant. And although I am a tight sculptor, I sculpt very detailed, like my little marshmallow man here. You know, he is whimsical, but he's accurate, right? And so that's what I do when I sculpt. But when I paint, I want to be looser. I want to be freer. And so he talked to me about doing exercises where I try to represent what I'm painting with the minimal amount of detail. Like, how can we simplify the face down to create the same impression? So for example, back here where I showed you this one looks like Annie, doesn't it? And what do we see but hair, bib, dress, and stitches, because it's a doll, okay? So then if we flip through some more, and you just see how he's represented figures, something with just eyes, skull hand, real hand, but look at the power in the painting. So this is why I'm saying this is just so amazing. His work, right? Look at this. It's like kind of a prism, but yet it's not. Here's a sickle. I mean, and look at this one. So here you kind of have I don't know if you could say it was an Emmett Kelly, but it's some sort of clown. But look at the minimal way he's done the painting. Still detailed, but not hyper real, And this one, yikes. This one, creating, you can actually feel the weather in this one. But again, nothing. I mean, if you look closely, this is pretty detailed, but it's the way it all is put together in the painting that I love so much. I mean, my goodness. So good. So good. And no matter where you are, if you see this art, it's Tom's. You say, oh my gosh, this is Tom's work. This is Tom's work. This is Tom's work. I mean, look at how wonderful this is. Girl with braids, back, pants, monster door, light. But it's not hyper realistic. It's not photo real. But the impression of it is so powerful that if you saw it, it was Tom's. And that's what I want. I don't want to paint like Tom Wright. I just want to be as identifiable as me as much as Tom is identifiable as himself. I mean, I mean, here you see how he's painted Phantom, but it's different. There's a very famous person who paints the monsters and Phantom included that is equally as well known. When you see his work, he uses a lot of color. You see his work, I think it's like Go-Go's or something. Anyway, you see his work and Snap, it's his. So that's what I'm talking about. How you can look at these paintings and know they are from Tom. And therefore, either Night Gallery. I mean, look at this one. Yum. I don't mean I want to paint dark, but I just want to paint distinct. I want people to know it's my art, Look at this one. I love this one. This is one of my favorite. My husband says he's not so sure about the eyebrow work, but it's his painting. So you paint whatever you want. But we are not guessing who this is, are we? So anyway, I just wanted to take a few minutes to share with you a very scary, creepy book to remind you about a wonderful, scary series called Night Gallery, which if you can find it, you can get it on DVD, but you can also buy it on Apple TV Plus or Apple TV. In any case, you can buy them there. You can grab an episode that you may remember from the title or looks good to you as you scroll through because they cost a couple of bucks a piece. Then I think you have them forever. But I highly recommend that you check out Night Gallery. If you haven't seen Night Gallery before, check out the pilot because the pilot is very chilling. Maybe that's what you pay your couple of bucks for, so you can kind of get a feel of Night Gallery because it's a very eerie, scary, scary show. And I was honored to be able to speak with Tom and to Tom Wright and to talk about painting artist to artist. He kept saying, every day, Terry, you got to paint every day. And I admire him so much. It was wonderful just to be able to sit down with him and have this. I'm never going to forget it. But I don't know that I ever would have had the opportunity if I had not gotten to sit with him and discuss this style of painting. So I just thought I'd share it with you because you're always coming in and we're always talking Disney or we're always talking movies or whatever. And I just thought it's Halloween and it's the spooky season. And although we love this part of Trick or Treat, it's really, really fun to dig deep into this part of Trick or Treat. So I hope you will go to their website. I hope you will look them up and buy this book if you want to. It's limited and there's very few left, but it's worth a purchase if it's something that looks good to you or you're like me, you really love Night Gallery. This is an investment that I can't wait to curl up with a cup of tea and a big warm blankie and just read it by firelight. I'm telling you, I just can't wait. So I hope you've enjoyed this little walkthrough. This is somewhat of an example of what you can expect from my videos that you get on Fridays this day forward. It doesn't mean that I won't pop in live on occasion, but I'm just going to go fewer and far between because I'm going to listen to what Tom Wright told me to do, and I'm going to paint every single day. But I also have sculptures I have to do, so I have to balance my work. So by doing these pre-records for you, I can give you better content more often, and also I can get my work done. So I love you. I hope you'll stay on this channel. I hope you'll continue to be a part of the channel. Please write in the comments your thoughts, what you'd like to see, what you think about the changes as they develop, and hugs and kisses to all of you. Have a happy, happy, happy Halloween. Of course, actually, I'm going to come I'm going to be talking Monday too. So I'll be doing this Halloween thing over again. Guys, do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. And bye for now. Enjoy your Halloween, especially if this weekend is your party weekend.